Next up, we have Glittering Shores by OcularNebula, featured in Geometry Dash is my understanding. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a Layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, members get early access, artists, OcularNebula, anybody I want to collaborate. If you want guitars, Mongolian throat singing, the good old I will be more than happy to provide. I have a whole spiel for that in the end of the video, so go ahead and stick around. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video if you want to read them in full. Otherwise, let's go ahead and do this. Glittering Shores, let's go. Welcome to today, Look. Okay, so we start with a single layer of a synth giving us our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. Secret is that he's Mongolian. I have many secrets, but I'm not Mongolian. So, I wish. So yeah, we're having that, and something cool about this is that the motif here is being delivered to us in two layers the music here is being delivered to us in two layers of a single instrument. One of them being the synth here engaging in arpeggios. Arpeggios being when you play a chord one note at a time. So let me bring up the keyboard. Here is C major in a block chord, and here's the arpeggio. So, I'm glad to see, Thwok, glad to see. So we're having this going on, and the way that we are doing this is twofold. One is that we are having the melody being highlighted or accentuated or accented at the top of the motifs. So this is a very, very common technique that exists for when you're having a single instrument and you want your melody to sound one way. So you are arpeggiating the chords and you are just changing the melody. So we could have something like this, right? So we are having two things going on. We're having the melody, and then we are having the arpeggios acting as a supplementary force, kind of like an accompaniment to the same instrument. And of course, we are adding to this a little bit of delay. So when it comes to music, especially electronic music, digital instruments, you don't have natural echo for them. So you have to emulate it. And there's two ways of emulate it. There's reverb, and then there's delay. Reverb is small-scale echo. So imagine yourself being in an empty room or in a church or in a small auditorium where you speak and you can hear the echo pretty much instantly. And then there's delay, which is what we usually would call echo. Imagine yourself at the top of a mountain and you yell out, right? Echo, 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 that kind of thing, which is then emulated digitally, and you can change the timing for it and everything. So we're having that going on over here. And yes, I know that we're dropping frames, but not much I can do. Let's see where this goes. So we're having the melody being introduced. We're doing a variation already. Oh, we introduced a second layer. We're introducing a second layer, giving us a harmonized melody. So harmonization is a less complex way of calling counterpoint parallel motion. So counterpoint being the study of melodies, usually how they develop, how they interact with one another, usually in the context of two or more at the same time. Parallel motion being one type of counterpoint where you have your melodies, more than one melody doing the same thing, just from different points in the scale. Here's a quick example. They're both doing the same shape, the same melody, just from different points on the scale. So we're adding that as an extra layer over here. Let's see where it goes. Oh, with the delay, this sounds so good. Given was that extra layer, that extra... Oh, we're harmonizing even more. Accentuating those... Ooh. All right, we bring in with this as well a drum and bass line, giving us a beat, and oh my god, it changed the feeling of this completely. I have to bring it up. Celia, welcome today. How you doing? So this just goes to highlight how important your accompaniment, your backing band is. If you want to hear an example of this being done, listen to the intro of The Mirror by Dream Theater. The Mirror by Dream Theater starts with the guitar doing an ostinato, which is when you repeat something over and over again, and it goes chang 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 for a full minute. And then around it, the drums, keyboard, bass, they switch things around, and there are points when it's genuinely difficult to tell that the guitar is still doing the exact same thing. So we're having something like that happening over here, where the drums are just completely changing the connotation. Let's see where this goes. Oh, I really like the bass line here. The bass line being a little bit playing with and against the drums in a really, really cool way. It's almost funky the way that it's being played. Because usually when you have your bass, you want the bass to usually be either completely locked in with your drums, or playing something so wildly different that it supplements the drums nicely. And right now, OcularNebula is taking a very big risk by doing both. But it's working really, really nicely. Really, this is the sweet spot when you can do both at the same time, and you can get away with it. And right now, OcularNebula is getting away with it, because we're doing a supplementary rhythm, kind of similar to what is happening in the melody, just with the bass, and it's giving us this. Let's see where it goes. Oh, the melodies are beautiful. The delay is adding so much to it, too. The title is very appropriate, too. So we're developing it again, we're repeating the whole thing, and... So now we bring in the same musical idea that we were doing before, but now instead of having the whole thing being arpeggiated and just getting glitters of, like, big sparkles, or like little... sprinklings of the melody, now we bring in a new synth giving us the full melody, while the rest of the arpeggio is still being played just a little bit more in the background now. Let's see where it goes. Oh, this is really cool. I like this. Oh, and off the ramp we go. Off the ramp, of course, being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, meaning that there's no official academic definition for this, or if there is, I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity. Some people might call this a hook. I call this going off the ramp. Off the ramp is what I call a transition, a specific type of transition. It can be as short as a couple of beats, as it was here, or it can be as long as an entire section. And the point of it is to make your listener feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land. How do you do that? Remove the drums. Maybe the bass as well, which is what happened here. Do you love it? Because... You sure is good. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Aqua Glow, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mosh Pit. Welcome today. How you doing? Let's see where this goes. Very delicate. It is. Yeah, it's very, very graceful in that sense. And yes, this is very light music. Like Raylan says, points here that they found the music to be very delicate. And in this case, it's very light because there are not too many elements going on over here. We have the melody, we have the bass, we have the drums. And the drum is mainly just the bass drum so far. And we are having the extra arpeggiation in the background. There's not much else filling much else of the range of audio that we have. It's fairly empty in the background. And that is playing to the advantage of OcularNebula, because it's giving it this sense of, like, not uplifting, but it gives it the sense of being very lightweight, which plays really well, especially considering the contrast that the bass drum and the bass are fairly pronounced. But it's giving you that sense, because we're having a lot of stuff down below. We're having the bass and the bass drum pretty well in the low side. We have the melody pretty much high up here. Then we're having the other motifs playing a little bit higher over here, but we are missing this entire section over here. It has pretty much not much else going on for it, and it is giving it that sense of looking up at the sky. It's very, very beautiful, and it shows how simple things can just work like this and just work out very nicely. Let's see where it goes. And we're still getting some of that delay. And of course, this synth over here was mainly played as a solo, which gives you a little bit of extra wiggle room to do whatever you want. Because when you're making music, you want a careful balance between what is familiar and what is new. Too much familiarity, too much repetition, too much of the same thing, you risk boring the listener, they tune out. Too much new material too quickly, you risk overwhelming the listener, they tune out. However, there is one universal exception, which is solos. When you have a solo, as long as it fits enough and it's cool enough, you can get away with whatever you want. An additional exception exists for electronic music, which is dropping the beat. As long as it sounds cool, you can do whatever you want. So, yeah, let's see where this goes. Right now, this one was, even though this was pretty much the same melodies that we were having before, it was played as a solo, which allowed for a little bit of extra details there, and could just get away with it. Let's see where it goes. Off the ramp. Playing a variation of this now. We still have the arpeggios now bringing this, and now the other synth is engaging in accents or accentuation. We are having this other synth, the one that was playing the solo, highlighting specific notes on the arpeggios to bring that forward a little bit more, and it gives us a very different shape of melody because of that. Let's see where this goes. Oh, we bring in the original melody. We bring back the hi-hat from the drums. Oh, this is beautiful. And we engage in a little bit of sequencing as well. So sequencing is when you play a musical idea, a motif, or a melody, and you repeat it, and you just start it from a different point in this scale. It's a very good way of progressing your material. So let me give you a simple example, right? Let's say we have this very simple C major motif, and if we were to sequence it, we repeat the same shape, just from a different starting point. So here's the original, sequenced, and we can just continue going. We can go up, we can go down, we can go leaps, we can go steps. So we can just do whatever we want with this kind of thing. It just helps give it a bit of extra pace, and it helps develop your motif in very nice, flexible ways. Let's see where this goes. Oh, we bring back the bass and drums with the full drum beat. And we are carrying those accents. And the cool thing about this synth is that since this synth was introduced mainly as a solo instrument, every time it comes back, it has that exception to it. So even though we're doing accents and we're just highlighting different points over here, it's also playing like a solo. So it's just, this is very nice. Let's see where it goes. There we go. We bring in the full version of what we had at the start. Now with this solo on top. Oh, this is so beautiful. And yeah, a good chunk of this is being carried so hard by the initial motif having that delay. That delay is just giving it so much more depth than it otherwise would have. This is very beautiful, dude. This is very, very beautiful. And off the ramp we went. Give me go back a couple of seconds. Look at this. And oh no, it wasn't off the ramp. It failed. We bring this forward again as a solo. Variations on what we just did. Oh, very beautiful. Off the ramp and second part of the solo. Very beautiful. Oh, dude. Yeah, like conceptually, we're just bringing the same idea, just bringing a new iteration of it. And that is more than enough. More than enough. It's a very nice, simple, straightforward beat that is just highlighting is just giving us a very nice bass line for everything. Same with the bass and the arpeggios, dude. The initial synth still playing basically the exact same thing, and all of it just being affected by the solo. This is very nice. Let's see where it goes. Brief moment of fun. Oh, and there we go. Off the ramp we go. We have some bird samples, like some bird songs playing in the back, but now we've entered outro territory. We got rid of the drums, and we are now doing a partial recapitulation. We're echoing the start of this thing, but with the solo on top. Let's see where this goes. Motif a lot is good. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. So now we're just echoing what we just went through. Oh, the bass is there. The drums was gone. We finally remove one of the layers. How are you gonna end this? One more run. And we let it echo out. We play one last run of these. We let them echo out one last time. And there you go. Man, that was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. I really enjoyed that. There you go. That was Glittering Shores by OcularNebula. What a lovely piece that was. Really good stuff. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas of 2025, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. We have a member who also offered to do a Discord Nitro giveaway on top of that. We might do some game giveaways on top of that. We will see. If you have any other ideas or if you want to contribute to the hype, let me know. Reach out. We'll make as much of it work out as possible. This has to be achieved through legitimate and honest means only. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, no alt accounts, no rat behaviors like that. Go share the videos, the streams with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are two very distinct concepts, by the way. With your online and offline communities, go use the hype function on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but we have a group on the Discord that does, so link down below. Go check out, go coordinate with them. Artists, OcularNebula, and anyone else on YouTube, I want to collaborate with as many people as I can. If you want any of my musical skills, whether it is my guitar playing or my Mongolian throat singing, you know, the good old kind of thing, or voice acting or singing, or if you want help figuring out something for your compositions, reach out, let me know, and we'll make it work out as much as we can. If you're in the audience and you know anybody who could benefit from it, let them know. Reach out. Please do not harass anyone. Please do not spam anyone. Don't be a rat about it. Be cool. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays. And if you're a paid member on YouTube, you get access to the videos when they get scheduled, regardless of the tier that you're in, at least for the LFAs. So become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on live stream, check the pinned comment in this video. It has the instructions on what to do. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch. They're both linked down below. So if you live in Dolores, Colorado, and you're like, yeah, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry, we have the schedule showing in your local time zone in Discord and Twitch, both linked down below. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel because of course I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the video game recording after shows when they happen. They get recorded on the main channel. We've been playing through Silent Hill F, Vintage Story. We're gonna play. I have so many games that I need to play. It's insane. So yeah, they get played here, and then the recordings go there. Link down below, or just search on YouTube. Same username as James R. Basterd. Just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. Glittering Shores, OcularNebula. That was very, very beautiful. Just looking for similar principles that was very simple. It was very simple, straightforward, but it was executed really, really well. Good stuff. Geometry Dash. Good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.